And again, if you have any questions, you can ask me anytime, because this call is for you guys. Okay, this event is for you guys. I want to welcome you guys. I want to thank you guys for being here today. I'm very excited. This is a class I've never taught before. What I mean by that is I've never organized it. I mean, I literally built it last night. That's why I was up till like 4 o'clock in the morning. But it's stuff that I do. Meaning like in my marketing business, in my practice, I do it. But I never really thought about teaching it. I might have told people, I might have, mentioned it, whenever we had conversations or whatever, maybe when we did Zoom calls, but I never like did an actual organized class. So I'm very excited because the first time I taught it, and I'm interested in getting some feedback and finding out what you guys think about it. And I think it's actually a really good class, at least for me, because what I know from this has helped me in the past, and it's going to help me in the future. In fact, a lot of my projects that I'm doing right now are involving some of the things I'm doing. Some of the things I'm going to be teaching you guys, or at least presenting to you guys, right? So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, make sure everyone is on the call, could be on, and I'm going to let me get this open. Okay. Again, sorry if it lags. I am on hotspot, because my internet for some reason is not working. So we'll see. Hopefully I don't crash. Okay. Okay, that's where I want to be. Again, if you guys have any questions, please ask any time. The point of these classes is to provide you guys content and information and knowledge. And I don't want anyone leaving this call not having their questions answered. And I want everyone leaving here at least 1% smarter, right? At least in the stuff that I think I know about, right? So the world's most valuable resource is no longer oil, but data. Okay, this is from The Economist 2017, which should be obvious, right? But I don't think a lot of people know that, or a lot of people might know it, but they're not really doing anything about it. Let me put it this way. How many on this call are actually doing lead generation? How many people on this call are actually using ads and collecting data on your clients, right? I'm pretty sure a good majority of you guys are not employing any kind of data or lead generation system right now. So it must not be that obvious, right? So again, I'm Larry Lee. I call myself Larry, the robot maker, robot general. And I really appreciate you guys being on this call. I do ask for you guys, if you can, to text me. Text Larry Lee, LARRYLE.com to 832-606-2193. Again, I'm going to provide free resources, and this is the easiest way for me to send it to you. So if you can please text 832-606-2193 and text Larry Lee, LARRYLE.com, and it will give you instant access to some free resources. That's going to help you with this class. It's going to help you with future classes as well, right? So again, 832-606-2193. In fact, I'm going to put it in the chat so that, when we move from the slide, you guys can always get to it later. So text LarryLee.com to 832-606-2193. Text, please text Larry Lee, LARRYLE.com to 832-606-2193. Now, I'm going to tell you why I'm doing this, okay? Whenever someone comes up to me and, ask me for a business card, or they want to hand me their business card, right? Which, I'll take, right? But I instantly try to drive them to the digital part, meaning I go, okay, well, I don't have a business card. I probably do. Maybe it's in my pocket, whatever. But I don't have a business card, but I do have an online business card, and I'm going to send it to you right now. So if you, get your phone out, and then I tell them to text this exact thing I'm telling you to do right now. Or I ask them for their cell number, right? I go, here, you know what? Let me text you my business card. And I ask them for their cell number, and they give it to me, and then I text them LarryLee.com. Now, if you're talking to someone and you're meeting them, you're getting engaged with them, who's going to say no to that, right? No one's going to say no. Well, no, I'm not going to give you my cell number for you to text me your business card, especially if you're trying to make a connection, right? So now, after I do that, I officially now have their cell number in my phone, right? And the people who text me, whenever I ask them to do that, now I have their cell number. So instead of giving them a business card that they may lose, right, or they might forget about or whatever, now I'm officially inside their phones, right? And I've actually said this in the past. One of my favorite reasons of doing this in class is because now I can follow up with you guys because I know who attended this class, and I can actually look at my text history. And even if I don't have your number saved, I see literally.com. I know that's you, right? I know that you attended this class, and I can follow with you via phone. So it makes it easier for me to follow up with people who did attend and just ask, how did you like the class, whatever. So imagine if you did that in like a first-time homebuyer class, or maybe a for sale by owner class, where you're trying to convince people to use you as their listing agent, right? If you did this and you told them that you would give them free resources if they were text us, and they did, now you have their information. And the people who actually participate are people that are more serious, they're more engaging, they're more they trust you, they're more likely to convert versus the people who don't do the texting, right? So you know how to spend your energy, right? So again, that's one of the methods I use in order to take advantage of a situation like this, right? And again, I do I do promise free resources for real estate agents. But again, if you were doing this for like a first time home buyer class or whatever, you can actually say free resources for home buyers. And maybe it's a course, maybe it's a video, maybe it's a PDF that provides good information about home buying, right? Maybe if you're doing listings, maybe the listing thing, the cool thing about that is you can tell them how to sell a house, right? 10 things you need to know about selling a house. And even though you're not trying to push them away as a potential client, you're actually giving them value. But by giving them the information they need to sell a house, maybe they'll realize how hard it is and how much work it is, and they might change their mind and be like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and just hire you because it's a lot of work, and even the contract itself looks kind of crazy, right? And of course, the hope is if they do decide to use an agent, they end up using you because you're the person that's actually coaching them. You're the person actually helping them on how to sell the house, and then they give it up, or they realize it's a lot of work, and they end up just going with you because, again, you're the one who helped them. So this is an example of what you can do. And this is like a link tree, but I don't use link tree because it got blocked on TikTok whenever I try to use it. So it's link bio, but it's basically the same concept. And I actually made it a little bit more advanced. That's just how I am, but also to demonstrate to you guys the possibilities of what you can do with a landing page like this, right? So yeah. So again, the way I do it is I make sure it's an easy URL, literally.com. You can't mistake that. And it drives to this, which of course drives them to my YouTube and groups, and even they can even contact me, right? And it even has links for an application if they want to apply, right? So how to spy on and steal from the competition legally, methods on how to find out what the competition is doing regarding their marketing and business model. Okay. This is the Don Corleone, right? Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. One of my favorite lines ever. And Sun Tzu, which is The Art of War, which is one of my favorite books. Every battle is won before it is fought. Okay, and I'm going to reference these guys later on in the conversation here. Whose goal is it to put you out of business? This is just a short list of companies that are literally built and designed to replace you and me. Like, their job is to automate the real estate and the mortgage transactions. Their job is to get rid of the middleman, the salespeople, the people that are on commission. Their job is to empower people, empower the clients, empower the people who are searching online, and make it easy for them to do what you and I provide for them on a daily basis. But they want to do it digitally. They want to do it quickly. They want to do it cheaper, faster, right? So they are built and operating to get rid of us, basically go straight to the client, cut out the middleman, right? And again, these are just a few. There's a whole lot more out there, but these are the ones that I think are a little bit more recognizable in terms of brand and such, okay? And I actually highlighted Rocket Home because a lot of people don't know about Rocket Home. Rocket Home is Rocket Mortgage's real estate entity. Yes, they have a brokerage, right? Quicken. Okay, Quicken, which is Rocket Mortgage, has a brokerage called RocketHome.com, and they've been around for like a decade, and no one knew, right? Actually, I might be able to show you an example of why it's dangerous that they exist, okay? The problem is that we are losing to these .coms. Why? They're paid to steal your clients. It is these companies' goals to steal your clients and put you out of business, period. And guess what? Some of you are paying them to do it, like Zillow, right? If you buy leads from them, you're paying Zillow, and Zillow's actually, again, their goal is to get rid of us, right? Kind of funny, their business model is to bite the hand that feeds them. Okay, their resources are vast. They have investors and shareholders with multi-million-dollar valuations, which means more power, and they own the data. They know everything about everybody and will adapt on every mouse swipe and keyboard click. They probably know that this class is going on. Okay. They are paid to steal your clients. Like I said, it is what they do best. Real estate is a market share business. Whatever they take, we lose. It is a zero-sum game. I know a lot of people talk about abundance and there's plenty of business out there, but simply put, mathematically, statistically, every client they take is a client that none of us who are not Zillow or not Redfin or Quicken or whatever, every client they take is a client that we lost. Okay, as a industry. Okay, because I don't consider them the same industry, even though they're in real estate. They're not who we are. They're fintech, which is financial technology, and I don't even know what real estate tech would be, but they're not in the same business that we are. They provide the same services, but they're not in the same business. Okay, they have a team of geniuses plotting. Okay, masters and PhDs whose job is to find ways to automate your job. Okay, they support power to the people mindset, which means no power for you. They profit from devaluing you and therefore devaluing your paycheck, which of course means devaluing our commissions, basically making us and making our value on a dollar perspective lower, right? That's their goal, right? And I actually have like an article that they talk about, like an article where they interview the CEO of Zillow, and it's pretty pretty intense what he says, right? But that's for another class. Their resources are vast. Head to head, you will lose. Okay, their digital footprint is larger than yours, so they have more brand recognition and trust. In difference of scale, they will promise the world, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure you've heard a lot of these larger brokerages. Well, actually, especially the larger mortgage companies, the online.com mortgage companies, promising the world, pre-approving people, pre-qualifying people, but not really doing the work, right? They will promise the world and not care if they don't deliver because they have so much business coming in, right? They literally don't care. That's why McDonald's has shitty customer service. They don't care. That's why Walmart has shitty customer service because they don't care. Like they can piss you off and it doesn't matter. I don't know if you guys seen that TikTok meme, whatever, where someone says you just lost a customer and the guy like kind of shoots back. He's like, "Do you think I care? I'm not the CEO of IKEA, right?" That's literally the mindset of these larger companies. They don't care, right? Because they have so much business, they don't care about pissing one customer off. They don't care about bad reviews because it doesn't matter. If you want an example, look up USAA and how they're doing with the Better Business Bureau. USAA is, they're an insurance company, but they're also like a mortgage company. Just look up their reviews on Better Business Bureau and see how much they care about their reviews, right? They can cut fees and commissions. They deal in sheer volume, so they'll undercut you like Walmart. They'll undercut you like Walmart does the mom and pop shops. Basically, they're trying to do what Walmart did to the smaller businesses. They're basically going to just take over the market, sell it for cheaper, and basically get rid of us, right? We're the mom and pop shops of the real estate world. Okay. They own the data. Okay. They charge a high price, our own livelihood. Okay. They own the matrix, and we're just human batteries. Being plugged in means they literally know us better than we do ourselves. And there's some frightening documentaries on Netflix that talks about this, right? Talks about like how the big data companies, they literally can predict and almost dictate what we're going to end up liking and clicking and buying, right? Based on our behaviors. Okay, they will sell data to the highest bidders, and they will literally sell our own. They will literally sell our own data back to us. And what I mean by that is like Zillow. There was an example where Zillow was able to scrub someone's Gmail account because that person used Gmail as an agent. They used Gmail to log into Zillow, and Zillow scrubbed their Gmail account and sent them a lead. That was a lead that was inside their Gmail, right? Like it was like a referral client. It wasn't like a lead; it was an actual referral client, and Zillow gave them, "Hey, we got a new lead," and it ends up being the same person, right? And they sold it to that lady. We pay them because they have control, right? Attention is the most profitable asset, and they have a lot of it because they're aggregators, they're name brands, Everyone knows them. I mean, I think it's like Rocket or Quicken that's going to sponsor. It might be. I don't know. I think they're the ones sponsoring the Super Bowl, right? I don't know. I forgot. They did it for a couple of years already. So yeah. So keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Okay. Want to know what the competition is up to? Look up who they are hiring. Right. Again, I'm going to repeat that. If you want to know what the competition is up to, you should look up who they're hiring, who they're trying to add to their team. Okay. And let's check out Zillow real quick. Right. 12 jobs at Zillow. This is Indeed.com, right? Live Connect specialist. Well, that sounds okay. I mean, Live Connect, so someone calls them and then they connect to someone else. Okay, that makes sense. It's, it's almost like I wouldn't call it a secretary or whatever, but a person who an operator, right? Project manager, partner engagement, VP data engineering, 240,000 to 360,000 a year. Oh, that's a lot of pay. That's $250,000 of pay. So what is this guy doing? Zillow Group is on a multi-year journey to re-platform the real estate industry, removing friction for buyers, sellers, renters, and borrowers. Removing friction. I wonder what that means. The data engineering team is at the heart of accomplishing this mission, building the data platforms and data set that enables easy access to data for all teams within the business. We are hiring a vice president to lead the data engineering team, situated with Zillow's AI and analytics organization. So they're hiring some sort of AI guy for literally $350,000. That's a lot of money. What are they trying to do? Right? AI, account executive, rental team step makes sense. Technical programmer, account executive, rental team, principal software engineer, senior Salesforce developer, account executive, rentals, senior economist, senior software. I mean, there's a little bit of real estate in there, a little bit of sales, but a lot of it sounds like technology, right? What about this one? Director of Partner Engagement, Project Manager, Principal Technical Programmer. This sounds like the same list, right? Live Connect Specialist, VP Data Engineering, Senior Salesforce Developer, Software Engineer, Economist. Yep. LinkedIn, one of my favorite places to look at jobs. Well, I don't look at jobs anymore, but when I did. Wait a minute, this went to Glassdoor. Where's my LinkedIn? Maybe I copied the link wrong. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to type it because I'm interested in seeing LinkedIn's version. LinkedIn, jobs, and we'll look for Zillow. See what they're hiring here. Account executive, partner engagement, rentals, new construction. Interesting. New construction. Zillow's getting involved in new construction. This is a great opportunity to innovate a company at a time of amazing growth. We are a team of high energy individuals, blah, 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 blah. Have you ever wanted to be a part of an innovative, dynamic company known for its culture and ability to win? Here's your chance. Regional based calls and Zoom meetings to increase your book of business to new construction partners. Okay. So they're trying to partner with new construction. What are they planning to do with that? I wonder. There's a new construction person right there too. Look at that. Rental. See, I like to look in the rentals as well because it tells me where they're growing. New York, North Carolina, right? Raleigh and Charlotte. Colorado. Lifecycle marketing manager. So they're doing a lot of rental stuff. It looks like rental and technology. Someone's asking a question. Let me check. Good info. Thank you, Ralph. Appreciate it. And I actually check this out like maybe once a month just to see what's going on, what they're doing. Right. It tells me where they're investing their money in. It tells me what direction they're taking, especially after that stupid crash that they went through, which a lot of people were like, Zillow, you screwed up. I don't think they screwed up. I think it was intentional, but a lot of people think it is. I actually checked their listings, the listing for the jobs to see what's going on, right? Because obviously there's going to be a change or shift in the company if they're making decisions like that, right? That's so public and so big. So what were they up to, right? All right. So Do you see a theme here? Right, a lot of technology, right? Zillow, Trulia, Amazon, Redfin, Uber, right? And I actually posted it in 2017, and people laughed at me when I said the robots are taking. This is why I call Robots LLC my company, Robots LLC, because I knew about the robot takeover. I saw it, right, and I even talked about it. Like I was saying that Zillow, the CEO of Zillow is the same people that started what is it, Expedia.com, and they got rid of travel agents. So the post was, I don't remember my travel agent. Do you? Right. So Zillow effectively killed the travel agency industry, and we're next, right? But of course, people laughed at me when I talked about that. But now they're brokerage, and they're also in the mortgage business. By the way, if you didn't know that, every battle is won before it's fought. This is by Sun Tzu, right? Sun Tzu's art of war dedicated to an entire chapter on spies. Okay, spies cannot be usefully employed without a certain intuitive sagacity. They cannot be properly managed without benevolence and straightforwardness, without subtle ingenuity. I never can say this word right. Ingenuity, whatever, of mind. One cannot make certain of the truth of their reports. Be subtle, and use your spies for every kind of business. And of course, if you read the Art of War, he literally emphasizes how you should set up spies, what kind of spies you should have, how you should pay your spies. You should have spies on your side. You have spies on their side, meaning like the enemy. You try to, it's like getting snitches, right? It's all about what you can employ to get content and data and knowledge about the enemy. Okay. So method number one, spy on and steal from their Facebook pages. Now, this is the one that I hope everyone knows about, but every single time I talk about it, people are like, holy crap, I didn't know about that. Maybe because you're not involved in ad creating ads, right? Which is bad, right? Because that means if you're not making ads, you're not posting ads, you're not trying to collect data, which of course in the very first slide or second slide I talked about how important and valuable data is. If you're not collecting it, there's a problem. Okay, so you need to start creating ads, at least just to build a database. Okay, but let's see how to what is going on here. How did I skip that? It's crazy. It made me skip like all these chapters. I don't know why this thing is going like that. I'm gonna go ahead and just open up one of my windows here, and we're gonna go to Zillow.com. I was hoping that link would work. As you can see, my slides are not perfect. Good way to keep tabs, and also includes creating Google alerts. Yes, I actually will talk about that as well, Scott. So let's look at Zillow. Every major company has a Facebook page, right? That's what I love about Facebook. All right, so blah, 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 blah. I don't care about this stuff. What I care about is the page transparency right here. About a couple years ago, Facebook got hit really hard by Congress or whatever about privacy or something. I don't know what it was, but basically they made this a rule or a requirement to have a page, especially if you're advertising, that you must allow the people, meaning consumers, us, right, to be able to see what you're doing, right? So page transparency, this is by law required. So now you can't hide your ads, right? So you go to see all, and it actually will tell you who they are, when it was created, right? And if you're running ads, this page is running ads. So I'm going to go to ad library, and ta-da, I get to see their ads right now, what they're paying for. I get to see how much they're spending. See, right? This is how much they spent, right? I don't know. Maybe it's from this time. I'm not sure. They tell you, they tell you when the ad was started, where are they putting it on? Facebook and let's say Facebook and Instagram, right? 8 ads use this creative and text. So we get to look at their ads. We get to look at exactly what these $1 million companies who pay super smart genius marketing guys and gals to create. And we don't have to pay them. Zillow pay them for us, right? So I can take Zillow ad and literally make it exactly me. I mean, I wouldn't put Zillow on there, and maybe I put a picture of my wife and my kid, not this person, right? But I can literally copy this ad and put it up, right? Now, a little trick, a little hack that I do is I actually like to go to the bottom. I mean, of course, I like to look at the newer ads too, obviously, but I like to go to the very bottom where the ads are a little older. Okay. So my internet connection is unstable. That's not good because I'm on hotspot. I have two computers and my other computer's still not on the internet, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe the kids kicked over the router or something. Okay, so this one has been going on since April 6th, 2021. That's over 6 months. To me, that means that Zillow believes these are great ads. These ads are producing for them. These ads are creating some sort of ROI, because why would they have it on since April, right? So I check out the ads. Simple enough. I don't know if you heard that, but it's a pretty simple ad right here. Explore millions of listings. Now, another cool thing about this is you get to see the ad details, right? I can see the actual ad. I can actually click it, see what happens. You know, it says change starts here, install now. That's probably an app. I'm not going to click that. Where's the, how do I close this? How do I get back? Okay, I'm gonna go back. So this one right here, explore millions of listings, right? I'm gonna look at the details. Okay, so I see that it's an app that they're trying to send out, right? Looks like they have multiple versions here. And I can click it and see what happens. It goes to the Google app or Zillow app, not Google app, right? Which makes sense, right? Maybe I'll put my app on there. Maybe I'll put my online business card on there, right? Click here for free tools on the home buyer needs or whatever. I don't know. I'm just thinking maybe I'll actually create an app like this, because I do provide an IDX, right? So I can maybe say, click here for millions of listings, and you click it, it is opening the IDX, right? Makes sense to me. So yeah, that is Zillow, Facebook. Let me see, make sure everyone is allowed to talk and upgraded. Okay. You know, I actually want to show you one more, because I was doing some research last night, of course. You saw this list here, Sunday, right? Sunday.com. I've never really heard of them until I researched them last night, right? So let's go check out Sunday real quick and see what they're up to. Sunday is mission is to help owners get the best outcome when it comes to time to sell a house that needs some love. Okay, that sounds like a good value proposition, right? Let's see what they're doing in terms of ads. Currently running ads. Five insights to nail your property investment strategy. Get dozens of offers in 4 days. Sell as is. Pay zero fees, no repairs. Let's see what this ad looks like. What happens when I click here? Oh, it leads me to a landing page. Right? Pretty interesting. Do you know by chance if it shows keywords they used? Is Larry frozen or am I frozen? I see you guys typing, so not frozen on my end. George, they don't give you the targeting on Facebook. I wish they did. If they did, then we would have just spent our entire day talking about that. But no, they don't give the target. But I will tell you this, though. If you see an ad, you know what? Maybe I can actually show you that. If you go through Facebook, and this is one of the reasons I like clicking people's pages that I want to stalk, you know, like I'll click Facebook's page or Zillow's page or realtor.com page or Quicken's page. I'll click those pages. Uh-oh, am I lagging? That would not be good. Maybe because I'm doing too much. And of course, someone's ass is on my timeline. The kind of friends I have, right? So let's look for an ad. Right here. Okay. See this ad? Okay, cool. Thanks, Megan. So to help you, George, a little bit, once you are starting to see ads that you might be interested in, you can click here and it actually says why am I seeing this ad? Right? You click it, and actually will tell you who they're targeting with this ad. See, male and age 35 and older, primary location in the United States, right? I mean, it's not everything that we want, but it actually gives us sort of a, let me put it this way. UUITC, whoever this is, decided based on their market research and their marketing team, whatever, that male 35 and older in the United States is a good target for them, right? So let's say you saw a Zillow ad and you see that set to a certain demographics, whatever, that might be something you can consider whenever you do your ad. Okay. And that's just a small example to help you to help answer that question that you just had. All right, cool. So this one, a lot of people probably don't know about, is reallygoodemails.com. Okay. Yeah, I don't like that. I think this thing is in the way. This little, and that's one of the things I'm starting to think is a what do you call it? A disadvantage for Canva. But that just means I need to change my forms or whatever. I need to make this link like a little bit easier to click. So I'm going to just click. I'm going to just type it in. Really good emails, categories real estate right there. So this real estate, reallygoodemails.com is a curator, I guess is a community. I don't know what it is, but they post emails from whoever. And I just, I go to the category section, I go to real estate, and you actually see what emails are being sent by Zillow. This is the subject, right? Your home report for blah, 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 blah. And you actually click here to see the whole bigger version right here. See? Oh, no, that's not what I want to click. Zillow says 9 emails per month and they're 0% mobile optimized. Right? I like that. I like the fact that I know that they send 9 emails a month. That kind of tells me something, right? It tells me I'm not emailing my clients enough. If Zillow says 9 emails per month, I'm sending them 9 emails maybe a year, right? Maybe not even that much, right? So that's kind of helpful information there, right? Let's check out, what is this one? Redfin. What is Redfin sending to their clients? The Redfin app advantage. So they're selling their app. They're trying to get people to sign up for the app. Interesting. Welcome home. Click here for you. We're here for you as you find your way home. Search, get a pre-approved estimate values. Simple enough. So yeah, you can check out other people's emails if you use this resource. All right, so this kind of goes along with what George was asking. Hold on, let me see if there's any questions here. All right, how to find out and steal most search keywords on Google. Okay, and when I learned about this, it blew my mind. Okay, it basically made Google 1,000 times sexier to me. Okay, and I'll just show you. Look at that. I type in real estate, and it tells me how many times a month real estate searched and how much it costs per click to get that search word in there, right? Real estate license Texas, 27,100 times a month it's searched. Real estate agent, 301,000 times a month that's searched, right? Let's look for homes in Texas. How many times that search? 12,100 times a month. It costs $1.13 per click if I want to advertise that. Homes in Texas for sale, right? Best real estate agent. see what they see. Let's see how many searches. 6,600. The point of this is to explain to you guys what you should and what you should not post. Okay. If you're thinking the keyword is going to be valuable, type it in, see what it looks like, right? Maybe homes in Frisco. That's my neighborhood. 1,300 a month. Oh, look at that. Home for Frisco and for homes in Frisco for sale, 2,900 a month. That's actually a better keyword. So I might use that one above this one. Homes in Frisco ISD, not so much. So I might not use that one. I'll focus on the Frisco for sale, home for Frisco for sale, right? Okay. And then of course, when I click it, this app gives me the trending data, how many times it was searched during what time, right? Is it going up? Is it going down, right? It gives me related keywords, and I can actually copy these, right? I can copy these keywords and input it wherever I want, into my website, into my YouTube, whatever, right? It's called Keywords Everywhere, okay? It's actually free to a point, and then of course you got to pay eventually for credits. But basically, Keywords Everywhere is an application you put into your browser right here, okay? And it'll tell you everything you want to know about the searches in Google, right? I mean, let's see how many times people search the word down payment assistance. This is how many results are there. Okay. This gets oh, they're talking about the traffic that Rocket Mortgage gets. That's kind of cool. I can look at the links and it tells me information about the links, right? So you can see which websites are getting the most searches or most traffic. Okay. So yeah, steal keyword searches and SEOs, right? From Google, keywords everywhere, worth every penny. Okay. Find out and steal keywords on YouTube. Again, it's free, it's legal, and it's awesome. Okay. So let's check out YouTube. Realtor.com, because some of us know who they are and some of us do buy leads from them, right? And I can actually, well, this is what it looks like when you don't have you don't have the app that I'm going to show you. It's called TubeBuddy. Okay, you don't have the app on this, right? So you don't see anything. But when you let me switch account here. And you do have, and it should be on this one. Oh, I have to sign in. Duh. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Actually, I have a paid account, but I'm just using my generic email to see if I can just show you if you can get it for free. Because again, I have a paid account, so what I might see might be different from what you're seeing. But I'm gonna see if I can show you what it would do if you just use the free version of TubeBuddy. Basically, just logging in using your Google. See, with the free version of TubeBuddy, I get all these statistics and analytics, channel keywords, and copy the keywords and add it to a clipboard, and then add it to my YouTube video if I want to. See, instead of me trying to figure out what keywords, what tag, I can just take what Realtor.com, which is probably a multi-million-dollar company, what their experts, their marketing team, their panel, right? Their PhDs and college educated whoever's, what they're doing, and I can just copy it. I don't even have to think about it anymore. No thinking involved, no frustration, no wondering, is this working? If realtor.com is using it, then I'm gonna think it's going to work. Now, there's something to be said though. Okay. And I know some of you YouTubers on here might actually, would chime in at this moment. Sometimes it's not good to compete with the bigger guys with the same keywords, right? So you do have to sort of try to get something in the middle. And TubeBuddy, right, this app right here, gives you the ability to do that, right? It gives you the ability to sort of put words in that you might think you want to use, and it actually measures and gauges and gives you grading on that word. So I'll be honest with you, not all my words are going to be stolen from other people. Some of my words are words that I created myself, hoping that it'll be searchable, but I can win against the competition. It's not too competitive, right? Like real estate is obviously going to be one of the most competitive words, so you might not want to use that word, right? And you have to have an established channel and establish a footprint for these words to really work for in your favor. Because obviously, if someone puts real estate, they want to see realtor.com before they see Larry Lee, the mortgage guy, right? So the competition is going to be tough on that, but it gives you an idea of how they're approaching their keyword search. So maybe again, you can, maybe you put real estate in Frisco, right? How to buy a home in Frisco, how to buy a home for a first time in Frisco, right? Maybe you want to niche down, right? Maybe you're like me, trying to focus on the VA loans. Real estate for veterans, how to buy a home as a veteran, how to buy a home for the first time as a veteran, or using the VA loan, whatever, right? So I would actually take that into consideration whenever I'm building my channel. And of course, there's going to be a little bit of tweaking and everything like that, but at least you don't have to start from scratch, right? So, TubeBuddy, steal the keywords from the competitors. And I'm showing you the larger guys, Realtor.com, Zillow, Google. There's nothing stopping you from doing this with your direct competition that Let's say you have a person in your market that is a realtor and you're a realtor, and they are literally your direct competition, right? And they have a YouTube channel. Well, you can actually go to their channel and see what their keywords are, right? Be a little bit more granular. Maybe those keywords are actually worth copying versus realtor.com, right? Especially if that channel is successful, right? Same thing with the SEO, right? Let's say you are at your competitor's website, right? You want to see if they're using SEO. You want to see what kind of keywords they have attached to their website, especially if their website's doing well, right? So even though I'm showing you like the big boys, right? Redfin and Zillow and Sunday.com, there's nothing stopping you from doing this with people who are in your local market. They're your direct competition, okay? But I'm not going to do that in front of you, okay? Every battle is won before it's fought. Sun Tzu's Art of War focuses on knowledge, not strength or size. Okay. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the results of 100 battles. If you know yourself, but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer a defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. Basically, if you know yourself and you know the competition, you're going to win 100% of the time. If you know yourself, but you don't know the enemy, which hopefully after this class, you will be able to know the enemy, then you'll have a 50-50 chance of winning. If you don't know either, well, good luck, right? That's basically what he's saying. You can't beat the rocket on the internet, but you can damn sure beat them in your own backyard. I had a branch manager / mentor / coach say this to me, or he said it in a class, and it just stuck with me, right? You can't beat the rocket on the internet, which makes sense. It's obvious. But you can damn sure beat them in your own backyard. So what that translated to me was, I can be the rocket, I can be Zillow, I can be Redfin or Realtor.com. What I can be that in my local market, my niche, my sphere, right? So just because all these big boy technology companies are doing these crazy automation things doesn't mean I can't do the same, but just for my market, right? So what's the solution to all this? Use a private IDX. I don't think you understand how important it is. And again, I'm not a real estate agent, so I can't speak on my perspective as a real estate agent, but I can actually speak on behalf of a marketer. Okay. I really believe that these people are out there to get you. I don't want to speak bad with any brokerages, but I tell you this, I try my best for me to use my own personal CRM. I don't use the company CRM. Okay. Like I love A-Night Mortgage, right? I loved all those places I worked for the most part. But when I had my database, my leads in their CRM, I would hear from a client saying, "Hey, Nations Lending or Open Mortgage or whoever called me and asked me if I want to refinance. Are you still with them?" I'm like, "No." They must be like tapping into my database. And luckily, a lot of my clients are loyal, so they'll still go with me wherever I'm at. But how about the clients who aren't loyal to me? How about the clients who don't remember me? How about the clients who don't know who I am anymore? How many of those clients were converted by my company's access to my CRM, right? So I think you should use a private IDX, okay? Because you are competing against your company if you leave them, you know? So just think about that, okay? Create effective ads. And I just show you how you can actually get half of the work done. You see the ads that Zillow is putting out there. You see the ads that Sunday is putting out there. There's all those companies. You can look at their page on Facebook and see what ad they're putting out there, and literally copy it word for word if you want to. Okay. Someone's asking a question here. Michael Woman's in Detroit. Yeah, that's hard. That's hard. But you know what? I would say, Michael, if you're in their backyard, maybe you have an advantage because Rocket's there, they probably scoot up a lot, and a lot of people are pissed off about them. So maybe you get those guys, right? I always tell my clients, and a lot of my clients who ever go from the Rocket to me, I always joke about them. It's like Rocket Mortgage is like one of my biggest referral partners because they always screw up. I get a lot of screwed up files from them that we fix or that we are able to qualify, right? So that's funny. Thanks for that little laugh. But yeah, create effective ads, right? Create effective ads because you need to collect data, right? And I already showed you half the battle, how to get the ad copy from the big boys. Okay. Build a social media footprint. I don't think you understand that when I say you, I'm talking about the general public. Okay. I don't think you understand how important this is. Okay. Because I myself am not doing this at a high level in terms of success and performance. And I am crazy aggressive and obsessive about making it happen. So I'm busting my ass and I still don't think I have it covered in terms of having the perfect social media footprint. Why do I say that? Because I still get clients who are shopping me against Zillow, shopping me against Rocket Mortgage, shopping me against Quicken. So what that means is that they are in my space. They're in my backyard. They're in my territory right now. Okay. So I need to make it so that my social media footprint, my sphere of dominance is what I call it, is so impenetrable that everyone who knows me knows I'm the guy when it comes to mortgages. No need to think about the Rocket, no need to think about Zillow mortgages or whoever else. If you think about a mortgage, Larry's the guy. That's my goal. And that's the only way to win against them. You know what I'm saying? And again, I can't beat them in the internet. I can't outwork them. I can't outspend them. I can't outmaneuver them in the entire universe. But I can do it in my little longitude latitude area, right? I can do that. I can defend my little area. I mean, this is a really rough example, but I've thought about using it before, and I'm going to go ahead and use it today. It's like the Vietnam War. Okay, one of the only, and I think it might be the only war that the United States lost, right? And why did they lose that war? Even though they're like the big, gigantic, strongest army of the universe, right? That's pretty much indisputable. They didn't win the Vietnam War. Why? Because the Vietnamese, right? They knew their neighborhood, they knew their market, and they dominated that area. They knew the terrain better. They knew the size and the strength and the massive level of communication and organization the U.S. Army required in order to operate properly. They use that against them. You know what I'm saying? So the Vietnam War is a demonstration of how you can go against a larger, superior, highly more advantaged military force and still win the war. You know what I'm saying? Because defending your neighborhood, defending your backyard. Okay. So you have to build a social media footprint that's literally undeniable. And again, I'm not saying I'm harder working than you guys. I'm not saying I'm better than you guys in social media, but I tell you what, you guys know me. I don't screw around when it comes to social media. I am huge on it, right? And I don't think many people are like that. And I think as an industry, we're neglecting this. Okay. So you need to do that. Okay. And that's why you join these classes, hopefully, and work with me, because I'm gonna try to help you figure out how to do this. Okay. Someone asked the question. Let me see real quick. Michael Bowman says, yep, everyone around here knows how bad they are, especially the realtors. So see, there you go, right? so Michael, I think you're at an advantage. Even the rocks in your backyard, they're pooping where they're eating, right? Okay, so build and manage your database. This is part of the creating leads, right? You need to build constantly your data. Like, you guys probably hear from me at least once, twice, 3, 4 times a week. I'm building my database. I'm emailing you guys. I'm constantly inviting you, trying to provide you value, right? I'm trying to connect with you. I'm trying to build a relationship with you, however I can, whether it's through Zoom, emails, messengers, text, in-person meetings, whatever. I'm trying to connect with you. You guys are in my backyard. You're in my neighborhood. You're in my sphere of influence, right? And I'm going to make sure that there's no big, ginormous Larry Lee robot version that's going to take you away from my database. You know what I'm saying? So you need to build and manage your database constantly, right? In fact, if I was to say what's the most important thing you need to learn from this class, is to just build and manage your database. However you do it, you need to build and manage it, right? You can't just build it, right? You have to get leads and then follow up, right? You can't just get leads, right? And there's nothing to follow up if you have no leads. So you need to get leads and follow up constantly, aggressively, all the time, right? Leads take sometimes anywhere between 6 to 12 touches in order to convert. That's average. So if you think about average, that means some leads convert on the first touch and some leads convert on the 24th touch. Okay. So you need to build and measure your leads aggressively. Okay. So that's the solution, right? Or at least the mindset. Okay. Actually, let me shrink this real quick. Are you still doing manual labor? Are you still sending your clients to the lender manually via email, text, or a phone call, leaving a voicemail, hoping that the lender is available to manually respond via email, text, and or phone call, or actually listen to their voicemails? How many texts can you send at a time on your phone using only your thumbs? How many emails can you send at a time using your keyboard and mouse? Right? Although John Henry did beat the steam drill, don't forget he also died trying. Okay. So basically what I'm saying is that you need to automate everything. You need to use technology, right? You need to build systems. Okay. So that's what's next. Build your new system, become your own Zillow and Rocket Mortgage. Okay. Take advantage or take the knowledge that these technologically superior competitors have spent years and millions of dollars developing, and use it to your advantage for literally no investment on your end. I just showed you guys how to do that. Okay. Unless you're thinking, I don't want to build ads. I don't want to set up automated follow-ups. I don't want to bother with Google/YouTube SEO. Well, option one, you can forget finding the .coms and give up on technology altogether. Option two, you can quit real estate and start driving Uber, right? I hear that's a popular transition, right? Or you can team up and let the pros help you, right? Meaning, of course, myself and my team, right? I run my own social media company, Robots LLC, and of course, I'm in the mortgage business. So I consider myself the best of both worlds when it comes to being a partner to real estate agents. Okay, I have my own CRM. It's called FUBots or FU bots. FU is in follow up, and we always say FUBots say FU until they buy or die, or they say FU, not die, but they probably will die if they don't buy. Proposal. I allow our team to show you how we handle referrals sent to us by our real estate partners using our built-out automated system and dedicated responder. Right, we're tried and true. We're experienced, and we have everything already built out. The stuff that I'm talking to you about, we already have it available. Right. Robots LLC, the company I own, is a 6-figure ads and marketing agency that we gained 6 figures in sales in less than a year. We have over 50,000 leads generated for our clients, over 200 marketing clients, coaching clients, CRM clients, and VA clients. Our virtual assistants who are dedicated to Robots LLC, it's a company called Robots VA, have thousands of hours of real estate related production. That means they actually served real estate agents and loan officers. They have over 1,000 of hours of experience in that, and I've coached, trained, and presented to over 100,000 real estate agents. Okay, and of course the Larry Lee team, why I say we're the best of both worlds, is we're built for immaculate communication. The team does the loans and I do the follow. The way I try to compare this is if you notice, the biggest complaint for loan officers, or biggest complaints people have about loan officers, is they're shitty at communication. They don't answer the phone, or they don't follow up, they don't update, whatever. It's because they're basically involved in a bunch of files, or they just suck, right? But the good loan officers are probably involved in files and they can't take a phone call because it might mess them up, or they can't get interrupted or whatever. So just imagine a surgeon, right? If a surgeon's in the middle of surgery, they can't talk to anybody, right? So that's how I compare myself, is that I'm able to do surgery, but I'm not a surgeon. I'm the nurse. Okay, I'm the supervisor. Okay, I already know what the surgery looks like. I already know what what surgery needs to be done, but I have a surgeon that's dedicated to do that, and I'm available to answer questions, because my surgeons work 9 to 5 because they're on salary, so they can't answer a question at 6 p.m., but I can, right? So the biggest complaint, like I said, is lack of communication, right? 9 to 5 is not enough time to handle doing loans and communicate everything they need to communicate. That's why I'm available basically 24/7. Okay. And this is actually very helpful for clients who are, maybe they're skittish or they're emotional, whatever, and they need answers right away. Well, they're not going to get someone who's 9 to 5, right? But they'll get me anytime. Okay. So we built our team for that purpose. Obviously, I try my best to hire people that are smarter than me. So the people doing the loans are going to be better than me, I hope. Right. But there are a lot of times where there has to be discussion, and I have to train them. I have to talk about guidelines. So I'm more the strategist. Okay. But they're the implementers. Okay. We provide a private IDX, meaning IDX that's not connected to your brokerage if you want it. Right. We have built the referral partner system, which I can demonstrate to you guys. And if you need to refer multiple lenders, which we don't recommend, but if you do, there'll be 2 of us soon, because I am, of course, a licensed loan officer. My transaction coordinator is about to get licensed, and my wife is a loan officer. So there's your 3 lenders right there. You need to recommend 3 lenders. Okay. You can check out my wife's conversion rate. This is when she started as a lead converter for a mortgage company. Out of 381 applications, 155 were her applications. You can see right here. That's Lee. That's my wife. She literally doubled the rest of the lead generation team. Okay. We know our numbers, and we know our scripts and our conversions, right? This is FUBOS, the system that I run. This is leads that we put it in. We have a 22% response rate on that one. Again, we know our numbers. This one got 66% response rate, 23% right here, 52%, 8%, 90%, 10%, 19%, 34%. We know our numbers. Okay. So how to start? Set up a strategy mastermind meeting with us to discuss our potential synergy. We need you and want to earn the right to be your partner. And this is just the graph of like my ultimate referral system. It's actually built out already. This is just like a blueprint of how it works. But just imagine, one lead gets put in. This is what happens to that one lead in terms of all the communication. Okay. Testimonials. You guys can read this later. I do like this one. Larry is the king of Facebook. Right. It's Wayne Solomons. If you don't know Wayne, he's a former bold coach, and he runs his own coaching group called the Hero Nation. Okay. So I take that compliment really honorably, right? Okay, no questions here. The team. Okay, Ken Harmon, the transaction coordinator. Again, he's the person that helps me with all my loans. I'm a certified veteran mortgage advisor, branch manager, and I own my own ad and marketing agency. Norma Escamilla, one of my loan officers here, and Pamela Daniels. She is a senior loan officer, and she speaks Spanish. So I do have the ability to help Spanish-speaking clients. And then Mariko here, she's my production manager and senior loan officer. So she knows loans, she's licensed and everything. But the reason why she's important to me is because if a loan is going ass backwards or something's wrong, she actually has the ability to basically make a phone call and kick some ass. She has a lot of clout in the company, and a lot of control, a lot of access that I don't have. Okay, so that's why she's a part of my team. She's not really my supervisor, but I call her boss lady, right? So yeah, any questions on what was presented? You guys can always unmute or whatever. Any questions? Some people here I didn't know joined. No questions. You guys must be sleeping, or I did a good job of explaining everything, which I don't know. I'm just impressed we're not kicked off yet, because I'm using literally hotspot on my phone to run this meeting. How do we contact you? 832-606-2193. I'm putting in the chat. I think I put it already, but the best way to contact me is to text me 832-606-2193. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and send it again in the chat. Text Larry Lee, LARRYLE.com to 832-606-2193. Again, I'm gonna also talk about that strategy, why I do that. I used to have an online business card where it would say text lender to 45454. And I'm like, what's the difference between that? Because I was paying like $100 a month for that feature, right? I said, what's the difference between that and them texting lender to my cell number? It's another 3 numbers, 4 numbers, right? What's the difference? I mean, sure, it maybe saves the information, whatever, but wouldn't it be smarter if they just directly texted my, I mean, that's the whole point of the song and dance, is to get their information, right? So if someone texts my cell number directly and they put LarryLee.com, number one, they know that that's, so when I respond back via text, they know who I am, right? And let's say someone texts me LarryLee.com and it's been like 5 days later and I go, hey, thanks for texting me. They're not gonna be like, who are you? No, they know who I am. They texted LarryLee.com, right? So that's number one. And number two, again, the reason why I do this is because now I have their number, I can save it, and I can actually, follow up quicker. But it's just better to get someone's phone number than their email or whatever, right? So again, it's my trick on how to literally, organically, directly get data. Okay, so that's the best way to contact me. Thank you for asking that question, Brad. 832-606-2193. You don't have to text Larry.com. You can text hi if you want to. You can text me a meme or something like that, but that will get my attention. Okay, hopefully, most of the time. Sometimes I do lose text or miss text. I'm working on that. I have it on my to-do list to check my text every day. Any other questions? How does this work? I don't know why this, I'm like checking out Zoom and see how all the different, oh, attendees view, follow host view. That's funny. Speaker gallery, immersive. I'm just messing with Zoom, sorry. Zoom is one of my favorite apps. I don't know if you guys realize that. All right, so go back to the presentation. What was your biggest takeaway? Does anybody want to volunteer that? What was the thing that you learned the most? Or what was the new thing that you learned? Or what made you go, aha, or wow, that was good, or whatever. What, does anyone want to share that? You can unmute yourself or you can put in the chat. You guys know I'm trying to make this more interactive, right? I'm trying to get you guys not just be.
Hey there, it's Ralph.
Hey, what's up, Ralph? Thanks for unmuting. What's up?
What I liked the best was the spying on the competition, like going to Indeed, LinkedIn, and I thought that was really cool, man. It's seeing where they're, what areas of the country are hot and what are they hiring for. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, and it's almost, I mean, it's always been there, right, Ralph? Like we could have always done that this entire time. We just never thought about it. We never thought about, hey, you know what? I should see what they're hiring. I mean, maybe they're developing. I mean, let's put it this way. If you want to spy on a company and they're being tight-lipped, know who they're trying to hire is a really good indicator of what they're trying to do, right? So yeah, I appreciate you bringing that up. Okay, so yes, Brad, get out of company here. And again, you might be part of this warm, fuzzy, like everyone loves each other's company, but there might be a time where you're going to leave, right? You're going to leave for whatever reason. You're going to retire, you're going to start your own brokerage or whatever, right? You're going to leave. Do you really believe that company is not going to do anything with your data, right? Like, okay. I will say I do run my own CRM. And people has questioned, do I take advantage of the people's data that they put into the CRM? Well, number one, that's illegal. Number two, if I did that, I would not be very popular. My business would fall apart, right? If you can't trust me with the services I'm provide, then I will have no clients, right? So you can ask anyone who's used my system. no one has had anything like that happen to their data, right? That's number one. I actually had people who asked me, and I told them that I don't, and they go, "Wow, you're a better person than me." I'm like, "Well, yeah, but I'm also thinking for myself. I don't want to get sued. I don't get fined, and I don't want to lose my client. So that's why I don't do that." But when you put your data into a company CRM, I'm pretty sure you sign terms and conditions where it literally says, even though these are your leads, we still have access to it and we can follow all we want. That's literally what the terms and conditions say. I don't have terms and conditions like that for my company, so I can't use anyone's data that they put up there, but your company probably can. Okay. And you can go wherever you go, you can bring it with you. You know what I'm saying? Like the CRMs that I've had for the last 5 companies, right? So they might have some of my data because, of course, they close loans, right? So they know the client's information. But the ones who didn't close a loan or didn't apply, that's all mine. And that goes with me, right? So I think it's really important that you do that. George Bryant, really good emails. Yeah, I really, and you know what? Not only do I look at real estate related emails, I look at other companies that are doing well, and I want to see what they're saying, right? Keywords, awesome, Joyce. I really appreciate that. Scott's a media review asked from competitors in Facebook and TubeBuddy. And hopefully, Scott, you knew about that. Or maybe you didn't. Well, I'm glad that you were on this call if you did it, because that was been around for a couple of years, right? But a lot of people don't know about it. And to me, it's awesome. Like literally, if I have a guy who's a mortgage person, and I know he's my competition, like he's literally talking to the same agents I am, he's literally trying to talk to the same clients I am. He's next door in my office building. I'm gonna look at his ads if he has any. Why not, right? Facebook allows me to do it. It's not unethical. It's not illegal. Maybe it's kind of cringy. Maybe it's kind of bad form, but hey, you put an ad, you agree to the terms and conditions, you agree that you're going to allow people to see what you're doing, right? So I'm not going to, feel any shame or negativity if I look at your ads, right? All right, thanks, that Brad, I appreciate it. And of course, if you guys do miss this call or you cut off early, there's going to be replay later on. So you always go back and see it later. I didn't stream today because I'm on hotspot, but I will upload this video into stream so you can get it later. As Kase had no idea, my biggest issue was prior to becoming a realtor 2 years ago. I stayed away from social media as a whole. So this is fantastic information. Well, I appreciate that, Scott. And hopefully we can, work together and learn some more together, right? I'm going to give you a bonus tip before I tell you my gifts. Actually, I'm going to give you my gifts first and then I'll tell you the bonus tip, okay? My gift for you, of course, Brad will know about this. I think he's been to a bunch of my classes, so he probably knows. First of all, list reports. This is the IDX that I can provide for you guys. You literally can have your own search, bring it to you, and only you. There's not going to be information being shared to like the aggregators, like Google and Zillow won't get the information that you're getting from this, right? That's part of their value proposition. That's part of their terms and conditions. They value privacy. So if you put information in here, it will stay with you, right? And you can look up their, the information just to double check, right? But they also provide marketing assets like open house flyers and such, right? Which is really cool. Okay. And I use Cecilia as an example because she's just cool, and I'm pretty sure she wouldn't mind that I use her as an example. But yeah, I mean, I provide list reports, and list reports is a loan officer driven service, meaning they bribe us, or not, they don't bribe us, they trick us into paying them so that we can create this value for our referral partners. So instead of like going straight to real estate agents and charging loan officers to provide this to real estate agents, okay? But the fact that they provided IDX to me is strong. Right? I really like that feature. Okay, even I have an IDX now because I have list reports. Okay, so that's something I can provide for you guys. Okay, FuBoss follow-up CRM. I already talked about this. It's a CRM that I white labeled and built out and designed. All the campaigns are mine. I have control over it. And one of the things that I like to do is help my referral partners follow up on their leads, because more than likely your leads are sitting there collecting dust, doing nothing. Right? I want to help you. Try to convert some deals out of it, right? I want to, put them in the system and touch them, right? Again, one of the things I talked about was build and manage your database. If you have a database, but you're not doing anything with it, you're not managing it. You're building it maybe, but you're not managing it. You're not following up. You're not trying to convert. You're not trying to find business. There's probably gold in there, but you got to dig through the shit, right? I'm asking you to help me dig through the shit. I have a shovel. Okay, that's what FuBots is my shovel. Okay. Free social media training, which you guys are part of right now, but I actually get a lot more intense in my group, so you can always join my group. I also have my own coaching platform, which I used to charge for, but I decided that I actually would get a more more ROI and help more people if I just open it up to the public. So, by just being on this call, I'm letting you know about it so that you can, engage with it if you want. Okay. All right. And you can contact my team, myself, Ken, and then Larry. I'm just giving you information just because you do get a call from Ken. He's with me. Okay. And of course, you can always call me 832-606-2193, which is the number I asked you to text. You can email me at lle@Van Dyke Mortgage, LLE as in my first initial, my last name at Van Dyke, VANDYK, MORTGAGE.com. There's no E in Van Dyke. A lot of people think that. But lle@VanDykeMortgage.com, or you can go to LarryLeeTeam.com for an application. You can go to LarryLee.com, which I told you about earlier. That's what you texted to me. And you can Google me. You can probably put Larry Lee Lender, Larry Lee Frisco, or Larry Lee Mortgage, and you'll probably find my Google page. Okay. And the last tip I want to give you guys, and I'm glad that some of you guys are still here, and this is something that's going to be a little bit more advanced, something that you might not want to do, but it's worth doing because it gave me a lot of good intel, is literally signing up to those websites, like literally going to realtor.com and putting your information in there. And you can put a fake email, whatever, and seeing how the marketing works, seeing firsthand the client experience, right? Like I did this for like, I think a stint, like maybe a whole month. I signed up for like 20 different services just to see their marketing, just to see their scripting, see how the autoresponders work, right? I want to read, like literally read what their email said, right? Actually, I might have, let me see here if I can find an account. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm on a call. I'm almost finished. Sorry, the lead boys are calling. It's like the back signal. We need Batman, right? Unfortunately, I didn't volunteer for that position. More of a like voluntold. Let's see here. Bear with me. I'm actually trying to break into an account where I put as a fake email whenever I sign up for things. And I don't want to get a bunch of spam in my regular box. Okay, so here, this is not the one I was looking for, but it's an example. So I use real estate robot army at gmail.com as an email that I sign up for stuff related to business that is not really loan or mortgage related, more like marketing related. But I never check this email. I don't use this email. I don't send anything out. I mean, if I do, it's very rare, right? But as you can see, I can like literally see the ads of people following up with me, right? I even see my own ads, or my own emails, right? And you can see like these are marketers that I signed up for their stuff, right? And I mean, this is not Zillow, right? It's not realtor.com, but these are people that I either am interested in or I'm similar to. Like this is Dan is a loan officer who teaches listing agents and real estate agents how to build their business. So kind of the same thing, right? He doesn't say that he's a loan officer in his thing because I think he really is going full force on trying to sell his marketing business. But I can see his ad copy. Right? I can see everything. Right. And this is, I mean, free. I put my information in to whoever it is I'm interested in. I want to learn their marketing. I got their scripts. So if you need scripts, just sign up for someone's marketing that's doing a really good job and you'll get free scripts from them. Right. Like this is she's a real estate agent. These are her scripts. Of course, she's pushing something else, but she's a real estate agent. Right. So that's like my last tip, right? To do full, like actual internal recon, like choose someone that you want to emulate or choose someone you want to learn from and literally just opt in. And I actually record, like I'll actually record myself. I'll do a Zoom call. I'll go, okay, I'm going to sign up for Zillow. I go to Zoom call, I go to Zillow and I type in all the stuff. And then I see the experience. I see what they're doing. I see what happens when I click this and when I click that. And when I get an email, I see what the email looks like. Right? I see how fast the email comes in. right? And then I read the email, right? And again, it's information that they're sharing with you that they paid thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to develop, right? Why not? Why not learn from them? Why not steal from them, right? So if the emails everywhere thing, which George mentioned, it's cool, but you only get a small sample. Whereas if you want the full force sample, sign up for the competitors and see what they email you, right? See what kind of text messages they send, right? So yeah, that's my little secret tip. Whatever, I don't even know if that's really secret, but something I've done, and it's netted a lot of ROI in terms of knowledge and information, and just knowing what they're doing, right? And they can't stop you because it's all automated, right? I mean, for the most part, once you turn on the robots go to work, and you get to see they literally they pull the curtain, and you get to see how their systems are built, right? Which is really cool, right? It's really cool to see what they're doing. So yeah, anybody have any questions or anything to share, or anything to remark on, or anything? All right, so let's work together, right? Let us follow up on your leads. Let's do some marketing together. Open house flyers, postcard mailouts for your listings. You can attend my social media masterminds on Friday, which is open anyways. Listing booster and list reports, which I kind of talked about for lead capture on your listings. Private IDX that only brands you. For you local guys, I have event space for your first-time home buyers or for sale by owner seminars. And remember, the robots are taking over, and I'm here to help you fight that war against the robots, right? So I appreciate you guys being here again. This is Larry, the robot maker, robot general. I'm out, guys. Thanks. And I'm actually really glad that my internet worked the whole time.